Jeff Carter, who is the executive CEO of Global Rainmakers, which is a very large corporation which makes iris scanning technology, has predicted within 10 years, whatever you do in the United States will be dictated by iris scanning. Whether you go into your home, you go to the drugstore, you go into an airport, wherever you go, your iris is going to be scanned. You're going to be looked at. If you remember the movie Minority Report, starring Tom Cruise, it was directed by Steven Spielberg, iris scanning was a way that you could actually study people's eyeballs, detect their particular individual pattern. And in that film, they used biometric information to track and monitor American citizens. We as individuals are very unique. Our irises are very unique. And using infrared technology, the iris scanning devices peer into the eyeball, detect a pattern, and that pattern is much like a fingerprint. In other words, we can be pegged, controlled, and watched very uniquely by corporations and the police and government agents by using iris scanning technology. Global Rainmakers, the large corporation controlling the iris scanning devices, is now testing these devices in the city of Leon, Mexico, one of the largest cities in the world, and is turning that city into a virtual police state. It is a test city. And while Leon, Mexico may be the test city, the United States eventually, according to Global Rainmakers, and they're probably true if this technology is not slowed down either by awareness by individuals, lawsuits, or hopefully some oversight from our government, the American population will become the control subjects. The iris scanning devices can scan 30 to 50 people per minute at this time. Of course, it will become more sophisticated. As they're introduced more in the United States, wherever you go, as I've said, airports, drugstores, even your home is being predicted, you will be watched. At this time, it's being argued that these devices will be used only on so-called criminals. Law-abiding citizens can opt out. Eventually, however, as experts are saying, nobody will be able to opt out. These things will be everywhere. Our government is already using them, and this is the point. The Department of Homeland Security has already tested these devices at the Mexican border, and some local police departments have begun using them on so-called criminals. There's even a device available to police now that they can place on their iPhone, and if they pull you over for speeding or visit your house for whatever reason or stop you on the street, they can actually scan your irises. What's this all about? Total power and control. What we see here is the emergence of the corporate state, which some people have called fascism, where large corporations are fusing with the actual governmental entities, our bodies, our federal government, and imposing a surveillance state on American citizens. Who's the real culprit here? I mean, we have lazy American citizens, we have lobbyists, we have a president who's taking all kinds of power in his office. All these things are rather scary, as we've seen, and things that I detailed in some of my commentaries on Rutherford.org, and specifically the detailed commentary I've written on iris scanning devices, which again is available on our website at Rutherford.org. The real culprit here, I think, is Congress. We had all this hullabaloo over electing a new Congress and whatever, but I think the real issues we see facing us as an American society as we move toward a surveillance state and what some people are calling a police state, Congress is virtually providing no oversight. We've seen the protest over the full body scanning devices. Again, a very silent Congress. Someone needs to step in here, and we're talking about our elected representatives, and protect the American people. Until that happens, what we're going to see is a continual development toward a society wherever we go, we're going to be watched and controlled. Whatever you purchase, whatever you buy, if you get a speeding ticket, if you walk into a building, the government's going to know everything about you, and eventually that's going to be the key to controlling you. But here's the problem with scanning devices when we will find them everywhere in society. You will not be able to opt out. If you protest in any way, you will not be able to buy, sell, or move in American society. If for some reason the government wants to shut you down, you will not be able to enter a building. You will not be able to enter a drugstore or a grocery store. They'll be able to stop you. So these devices have some very, very negative side effects. We need our Congress to step in and, again, provide oversight and some kind of regulation of what we're seeing happening in our surveillance society. Or folks, we're going to wake up one morning and we're going to be a population without any alternative but caught in an electronic concentration camp.